Happy peoples. I hope you're having an awesome day. I have got to go meet with a friend of mine. He moved away to California. He's in the military, so he's transferred there. He's coming back. He wants to go build a house and wants to get some insight on that. And he's gonna go take me out to lunch out to Pita Pit. I'll go take you guys with me and try to, I don't know. I don't know if he has like a contractor in mind or if he's gonna do that. And for those of you who don't know, my wife and I have built 7 houses and a duplex here, pretty much on the side, part-time from our normal business and busy life, and we kind of enjoy it. Like, a lot of them are rentals that we still have, and then of course this is our final home, Lord willing. So, and we've got some experience building here in Alaska. It is very different to build here than in other places. I mean, there's still the basics, but you just have to tweak things a little bit different. Let's go meet with Gene and see if we can see what he wants to do and see if we can help him anyway. Let's go. I don't know if this is legal for you to talk to me going down to my driveway on the phone.
It is. I see you.
You're over there somewhere.
Can you see my face?
I'm zoomed in and I can't see your face, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do. You're in the lower left. Got it. Got it. Technology. What will they think of next? Okay, I gotta get to a meeting. Okay, love you long time. Okay. What's going on, Gene? All right, sitting here with my buddy Gene. He was my neighbor.
2+ years, yeah.
Two plus years, okay. And he was sent down to California, and he's came back to Alaska.
Civilian position that supports the military through morale and recreation and well-being activities.
Nice. So he was just telling me that you wanted to go build a house. Now, is this like a forever home, or what are you thinking here?
Yes, for the foreseeable future, we want to build a house on some property, find some property located out of town or on the edge of town to where we can access and enjoy the nature and wilderness here.
Are you going to build this yourself, or are you going to have contractors, subcontractors, or do we just need to talk about that?
We need to talk about that.
All right, so let's do that.
So much.
Take care. All right. All right, good meeting with Gene. That was kind of fun, talking about building and different options and designs and things that he wants to do. So, yeah, he's got some homework I gave him. He's gonna go do some research with his wife, because it's all about making the wife happy. And speaking of making the wife happy, let's go check in on her and see how she's doing. Here we go.
We've got a crazy day today. How you doing, Aj?
Can I tell them where I'm going?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I gotta apologize for this. I'm not very good at math, though I should be. My grandma, you guys seen her on the vlogs. I'm gonna go over to her house and she's gonna help me with some math. I'm actually really excited, even if I have to do math over there. But, yeah.
She said we are getting ready to head on over to Grandma's. I find when Grandma has time, I find that it's kind of neat to have someone be able to do a different perspective or a different teaching method on maybe a subject that a kiddo struggles in. Because if she's constantly getting mom that is telling her, you know, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. If she's constantly getting told, you know, by mom all the time, doing it this way, and there's no variance to it, I think it gets a little taxing, it gets a little tiring. Just keep doing that over and over again and expecting a different result. So Grandma was like, hey, why don't you just bring her over and I'll just run through math facts and maybe some different methods on how to teach different things. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. Also give me some extra time with the other kiddos by themselves. So that is what we're gonna go do. Daddy, I believe, is meeting up with one of our old tenants. They used to rent from us, and I guess they are possibly gonna try to build a house. So they wanted to pick Bert's brain and kind of see some of the different, things that he suggests. They're looking at building kind of a modern farmhouse style home. And I think that's what we've kind of accomplished here. I'm gonna go take Audrey to Grandma's, and then me and the other kiddos might run to the library. And I still have to edit. I'm being a slacker. All right, let's go.
Grandma got a dog.
Down, girl.
Do it, girl.
We're gonna do good with our math, aren't we?
Yep.
Dropped her off. It feels so warm out today. It feels like springtime. Have you guys felt outside? Come here, feel this.
It's not cold at all.
It's not cold at all. It's like a little bit.
But there's no snow coming out.
Well, yeah, it's still like below freezing, but it's warmed us. Okay, let's head to North Pole. So we decided to come over to the North Pole Library. My kiddos and I love it here. It's just like a new scenery, kind of work on maybe some leftover school that they have from this morning, or just have fun, read some books, play on the computer games. They just love it. It's fun. Fun fact, my babe did all the control work for this North Pole Library, so it's heated because of GRS controls. But we love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful location. It's so nice. So like clean and organized, and just they do such a fantastic job running this. You in here?
What?
Okay, it's a library.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna work on trying to get some editing done because I've been slacking, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna attempt to do.
Find a book for me to do. Oh, you're the diamond. Oh. Is this book Garrett might want? See if he wants it. You want this book? Guys, he's not really listening to me. Bye.
We came out to beautiful snow.
Holy guacamole, this is fantastic. I'm saving the vlog. It's finishing saving right now. The kids had a blast. We're gonna go get Audrey now. I think she did pretty good on her math. Grandma was pretty proud, so that's fantastic. Wow, it's like a blizzard. All right, let's go get Audrey. Get home. I'm trying to get the vlog uploaded. Oh, Friday night is not a good night to upload when everyone and their mother is on the interwebs. So it's going super slow, guys. I'm sorry. I normally am a lot better at this, but not today. My babe's watching the vlog.
You seriously married that?
Yes, I did. I put a ring on it. I put a ring on it. I got my mom some flowers yesterday. This is her flowers. And I made her a cake. There's the cake I made. It's almost gone. But we're gonna go try to find some more internet speed. Grandma has the kids. So I have to go try to find some more internet speed somewhere around my little podunk town, because it's not gonna go. So we're gonna go on a date, and we're gonna go try to find internet speed because we're extra, and that is just the highlight of a Friday night. Let's head on and go find some internet speed. Okay, so obviously you guys can tell it's the next day. We look different. Hopefully a little bit more refreshed.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, do you want to go? Because what we're going to talk about is some building stuff, because I had met with Jean earlier yesterday, and we're like, oh, let's go talk about, and then...
Actually went on a date. We went on a date, and we went and got Thai food, and I had to upload the vlog because our internet was non-existent here. So I took that with me, made our little phone the hotspot, and uploaded. while you took me out to dinner. So we've actually gotten quite a few questions in regards to our building process, like what all goes into it, how do we do it here in Alaska, because it is different than building anywhere else. I'm gonna try to touch on that just a little bit and kind of maybe give you a perspective on what it's like to build here in Alaska, and then maybe some of the not so good parts about building, and maybe stuff if you are preparing to build here, maybe this will give you just a little bit of insight.
Short building window here, guys. There is a short building window, and here's the problem: is the ground is frozen here usually until June. Like around June is about when you really start building, and then you're trying to hurry up, and it's a race to snow, and you're trying to be what we call closed in by the September-October time frame, and then you could try to work on it all winter. But short building window
if you get a frame up,
is the biggest struggle.
If you get a frame up, you get everything like closed in, you can continue to work on it during the winter. But it's getting to that portion.
And I'll talk about that in a second. I got like 4 phases of building, but like for you, from a perspective of you, what was one of your struggles, I guess?
One of the things that is different here, if you notice, and maybe we'll take you around sometime, a lot of the houses are very different looking than a lot of houses you might see in design books or lower 48 type homes, just because they have to be built differently. Of it is because practicality of being able to keep a home well insulated, all of your heat, all of your like your glass, your windows, making sure that they're like triple pane to really hone in on like your energy costs. Not very many custom-y stores.
Sure.
I mean, there's like different people that maybe can do craftsman work, but I feel like you are just very limited in what you can actually find here. We have a Home Depot, we have a Lowe's, so we have those 2 big box stores. But there's like not a lot of like design aspects, I think, that are here. I think we're lacking in that a little bit. So you have to be creative.
A lot of the looks.
A lot of the looks, you can't really accomplish what the lower 48, like if we wanted to build brick.
Yeah, brick is just not done here.
We can't build brick. And a lot of cool looking like modern farmhousey looks kind of have a brick to them.
What I heard during this whole building process is, I don't want a boring Alaskan house.
Yeah.
I don't want a boring Alaskan house.
And like roof lines. Like roof lines are a big deal. And a lot of people don't do crazy roof lines here because of the snow and the weight on it. And then when that snow melts, having the proper drainage. So we'll see how it drains because my roof lines are pretty crazy. But I didn't want that, just this boring roof line.
And we could get off on the weeds on hot roofs and ventilated roofs and all that, but it is a struggle when you have multiple roof lines to have enough air to actually cool it before it hits. If you see a lot of icicles, like we have not seen icicles here, so I think we vented our roof good, but it was a struggle just because of so many roof lines.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. For me, I touched on frozen ground, but there's load restrictions here, guys. I don't know if you guys have this in other parts of the world, but because our roads freeze, you can't order gravel from a gravel truck, and because they'll put load restrictions where you only have like 50% load, because you'll drive these heavy rigs on our frozen roads and you'll actually destroy the roads because they're kind of right in that frozen, not frozen phase. So they'll have load restrictions that won't allow you to really start building until close to June anyway. So
we're talking, like bringing in your material, bringing in like
heavy equipment,
all your concrete, pouring for footers, all of that type of stuff. You gotta time it right. Like I touched on before on being, as there's like lack of selection here, I had to be kind of creative in who I use for different services. There has been some good companies that I've worked with, and there's been some not so good companies that I've worked with.
Now, caveat, they were good last building year. That can change, but
that's
as
true.
of last year,
with them,
we had a very good experience with these people. So how about windows and doors?
Windows and doors. Glass Solutions.
Glass Solutions.
Steve did a fantastic job. These are all custom windows that we have.
And doors.
And doors. Not interior, all exterior doors, except for like our garage doors. Those are all just like box door. But all like the ones you see with glass in them. Because I wanted a grid in it. And you don't find that grid. You can't find that grid anywhere. So I had to custom order that. Triple pane. I've been really happy with them.
How about cabinets?
Cabinets, Carpet One. Brighty.
Carpet place for cabinets?
Yes, Brighty over at Carpet One. Oh my goodness, guys, she did fantastic. I went to 3 other locations to try to find cabinets. Okay, so I basically, this is what I want for my kitchen. This is what I want it to look like. I need you to draw it up and make sure that my spacing is right, my size of my cabinetry, where I want all my inserts.
We wasted so much time.
A lot of time.
With people that companies that I don't even know if we should mention their names. I don't want to give them a bad rap because they might be good this year.
Right. So Brighty, Carpet One, she is fantastic. I did have a couple cabinets that came in damaged. It's very normal traveling this far. She said, take a picture, we'll send it in. I had my cabinets within a couple weeks. The crown molding was a little warped. Take a picture, send it in, done. Super, super great to work with. Highly recommend. Countertops. Alaska Counterfeiters. This was a blessing of a countertop because it was weird. It was weird how it all worked out.
They only do Corian. This is
Yes.
the last piece of quartz they will
That they have.
probably ever install, though.
Yeah, that they will ever do. So don't go to them if you don't want Corian. Corian is a nice product. I wanted quartz for my kitchen.
But again, I guess it could change. So
They could
I would
offer it.
check in with them.
Yes.
Small company. It's a father and son. So coordinating sometimes could be a little bit tough.
Don't necessarily do it around hunting season. Sometimes go away during that time.
Okay. This is hunting season happens when everything's trying to wrap up right around September 1st to 20th.
Yeah.
When hunting season happens, you'll call and get crickets.
Yeah, you won't hear anybody.
A lot of people take hunting season like this is a hallowed season of time. Like, oh, you don't call them during hunting season,
No.
do you? I mean,
That's about when we needed these, so it got a little laggy, but they did a great job.
Right.
I'm super happy with them. Literally, the last piece of quartz that was in their their little yard, and I was like, that's the color that I was looking at. So it was just crazy how it all worked, and that they had enough to do it. That was insane. And so I got it way cheaper than what you would normally pay for it. So yeah, I really like them.
framers. Who would you recommend for a framer?
Well, I mean, my husband's really good at framing. You do a good job.
I actually learned from this guy.
Yeah. AK Builders.
AK Builders.
AK Builders is who we use for
Adam
framing.
Bjornstead. So guys, we're going to put some links and
Yep.
some numbers down below. If you do happen to build here, check on these vendors. I think you will find them a blessing. I really do.
They do good work. We've worked with them. Our framer we've worked with on multiple houses. So this wasn't the first house that he's done. So he does a fantastic job. Drywall finish work. The Meads.
Gotta call Steve.
Dude, and not just
If you can get Steve.
If you can get
That's the
Steve.
problem.
Yeah.
As a Facebook, we'll leave his Facebook
Oh yeah,
down
we'll put
below.
his Facebook down below.
No promises on getting him. He started off in drywall, and he, as far even finish work, trim. I mean, you've seen Steve and his family in our vlogs. The beams, all these.
Just a lot of like, hey Steve, can you do this for me? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can probably make that work. I'm like, okay. So really, like, he's the guy-
Drywall and finish. I would
Drywall,
go with
though.
Steve for sure.
Yeah. Like I am really particular. Okay, I've had drywall work where you can see the tape line. For those of you who've ever seen drywall where it doesn't have texture or paint over it, it's like a strip of tape. And if I see that through the paint, it's gonna.
She gets wiggy.
It's gonna be.
She gets all.
We're gonna have words, okay? Never have I ever seen anything like that from Steve. His work is fantastic.
I don't want to keep them too much longer
Okay.
here because we could talk about this for
Talk about house.
hours.
We can talk about
guys.
house. Let us know. Comments below if you have any other questions.
Plumbing and electrical is a little tough because we did it in house.
For flooring,
Oh, flooring.
all
Yes.
of my flooring, so the hardwood that you see, the carpet, and the transition pieces, and that's pretty much it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Plembeck.
Yeah.
Plembeck, local outfit, not a big box store.
Talk to Travis.
Travis,
He'll hook you up.
it's fantastic.
Well and Septic, Alaska Well Drilling is a pretty good resource.
Mm-hmm.
So you could check in with them. The Andersons. Talk to Tom Anderson.
Used a lot of things like Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah.
You know, like appliances, getting a lot lot of lumber.
Northland Wood, actually, we got a
Oh.
lot. The nice thing about Northland Wood, if you use them, is they have free delivery.
Oh.
So if spend, I think it's $200 or more, they just deliver it free.
Garage door.
Oh, garage doors, yes! Nick Bliss with Bliss Construction. He was almost half
Half
what
of the
everyone
price
was.
of everyone else here in town.
And
Because isn't he kind of just getting a little started?
he was just getting started last year. Now, of course, because he's so
Cheap
or inexpensive, he had a lot of work. So I don't know how his price will be next year, but when you call around Bliss Construction, check out Nick. He did a wonderful job, and we got some nice garage doors. And garage doors are important here in Alaska, making sure they're well insulated. And
they look like barn doors. They're pretty cute.
A couple of the really quick things here in Alaska. We have vapor barrier on the inside, so this is, I guess, different than a lot of places. And vapor barrier is just like a plastic. We have to be so airtight. And like in Arizona, that's on the outside because you put it on the warm side of the house. So that's where you have stucco, they have foam on the outside, that's your vapor barrier. Here it's all on the inside. So that's a little bit unique, making sure you have a tight vapor barrier. I look at it as building as 4 phases. So you've got getting out of the ground. You dig a big hole, you build your foundation, you backfill. That's a huge step. It takes forever, it seems like. As soon as you're out of the ground though, the next one is being dried in. Framed, set your trusses, and be able to shed water. That's a huge phase, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. And then the third one is drywall ready. When you're ready for drywall, that's when it gets real. And then the final one is finish. When you get to finish and all the little custom pretty things, making all that work.
So like trim, all the outlet covers.
And that's really when the work starts, in my opinion, when you get to that point.
Yeah.
And all your...
That's like the time-consuming part. Mm-hmm. Like the lag.
It seems like you're almost done, and you're just months just dragging on.
It's still going.
It kind of touches at least a little bit of... I don't know, it's kind of
We wanted to share with you guys on who we use.
If you guys do build a house, hopefully these are some resources. And if you don't, maybe you find this somewhat interesting because Alaska is just different. Lack of competition, trying to find people that are really good at what they do, and where everyone's happy. You're happy you got a great house. They're happy they got work. They got to provide a good service. Everyone wins. We hope you guys found this somewhat interesting. Don't know how it's going to turn out. But the kids did a closeout here last night, so we're gonna go ahead and send you to them. And again, thanks for watching, being a part of this YouTube channel. And
let us know if you guys have any other questions in regards to the building. Maybe we didn't touch on something, or would you like us to go more in depth on building a home here in Alaska? Go back and watch us. You can watch us build this entire house. So you can go see all of the crazy work and fun and excitement.
We poured the foundation 3 years ago.
Stress that is involved in building a home. No, it was good. We love it. It's beautiful.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Send it to the kids. Here we go, kids.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye, YouTube channel. Beep.